So it hit us one day to make a video because we got epoxy floors in here, how long ago?
6 years.
6 years ago, which is a fairly long time. I mean, 6 years in your garage is one thing, but 6 years in here, that's a little crazy. We have absolutely no spots here where it's peeling up. You cannot weld, torch. Well, you can, but you run the risk of putting black spots all over it because it's flammable. It's petroleum based. What it has actually done is caused us to clean a lot more. When this floor was plain old concrete, we thought it was clean. You know, we'd scrub it. Now we have to put spray cabinet chemicals. It's powder. There is a way that you can clean this thing with cheap chemicals and power washer, and it makes it look phenomenal. Granted, we probably should have power washed it before this video. You know what? What kind of spot check would that be, though, if we clean up for company? This place is dirty. I mean, the video the one you're about to watch, not this one, but we have one after this, you're going to see it. I mean, we have not cleaned up, and it's been years, and the damage that it's done to this floor, actually, we have done. So, dropping bars and putting jack stands, and I mean, we've done all the damage. So, as of right now, as I'm sitting here, yeah, do it again. Do it again and do it before. Do it the very first thing. Like, as soon as the concrete is cured enough to do it, get it done before you move in and build walls and stack stuff in here, because it's a pain in the butt. You'll see on the video. Because we did that. We moved in, we got the shop, we got all set up, and then we decided we wanted the floor. Yeah, don't do it that way. Learn from our mistake. Don't do that. So we're going to watch this video here. And this is directly after the flooring was done. The video quality probably isn't the best, but it gives you the idea of what we're looking at. So, hope you like it. Here we go. Let's see what happens when they got it done.
Let everybody know what the heck we got going on here, why we haven't had any videos or anything. We have put a shipping container in the middle of the door of the lot. Emptied the entire shop into the shipping container, and we got our epoxy floors. 1/4 inch overlay. It's freaking epoxy coating specialist did it. ECS out of, well, they're all over the place. I'll just start here at the back. This is the first coat on this one. This one isn't even done yet. Third bay's not done. I know it's kind of hard there. You can kind of see a little bit. This is just one coat. This is what the overlay is. We're sloping all of this because this is the hot tank room, so he's making it completely watertight. This is really freaking hard crap here. Hard. I guess it's harder than concrete, but this is what is covering the entire shop. They grinded down the concrete and then put this freaking hard, nasty crap down. Put this stuff down. 1/4 inch thick over all the concrete, and then re-grinded that too, and then that's the surface that we're on. There's no cracks or no nothing. Basically a complete reset on the surface. But this is going to be watertight. We're going to be able to just stand back here and spray it with the hose and just spray the entire room, because this is not paint, this is epoxy. This whole inside here, it's pretty freaking nice. Yeah, that's the third bay, and then we got, he put some color in here too. This stuff is all done. So put a little base going up. That's out of that 1/4 inch overlay stuff right there going all along, because when I flush trucks right here, it'll blow water all over the place. So that'll kind of keep the water from going under the wall. But I like these lines, man. These lines are good. They look nice and straight. Clean cut line, really clean. Got flake in the bathroom. Actually looks pretty freaking good. Looks brand new. I mean, it's dirty right now. We haven't done the final clean. We're getting ready to start putting stuff up. Got the flake on the floor there, and now we've got to organize and clean the shop. Freaking nice. But this is what we've been doing. right, guys, have a good day.
Okay, as we're sitting here, that video was 6 years old, I think. 6 years old. We're gonna show you now how it looks today. Here is how it has held up. This is 6, 7 years later. It has not been power washed in about a week. It's probably not been power washed in 2 weeks. We normally power wash it about every 3 days, but my power washer broke. We got a new one, we just haven't got it out yet and did it, because we've been busy trying to catch up. Here's how the back looks. Had a couple of patches from where I messed up with jack stands. Do not put jack stands until it's fully cured. Yeah, that's our fault. A lot of these will clean up, but this is years later. None of it has peeled up, not a bit of it. This is epoxy coating specialist. I'm sure there are other companies that use it, that use whatever brand they use, but obviously this is holding. I mean, we drive four-wheelers, we drive trucks on it, and not a single spot anywhere. Place is a disaster. I mean, granted, we try to take care of it, right? Throw some moving pads down and doing some nasty stuff. Try. But we also power wash in here and get grease and nasty. I mean, we have spent whole days power washing it. Brake fluid cannot hold up. That is the concrete. There's the overlay. Brake fluid. So it's not perfect. I mean, it's not impenetrable. That's just brake fluid too. Brake fluid just sitting on it. The line still looks wonderful. Everything still looks great. The flake, everything looks exactly how it did, other than the dirt. Nothing has come up. Nothing has fallen off. And that was in 2016, and this is now 2021. I think that's what the years were. And that's a pretty high traffic area, and a lot of people that have a floors coating, it comes up where the tire tracks are. Very happy with it. It's very expensive investment. This is 3,000 square feet. It's almost $20,000 is about what it costs. Pretty much. I mean, depending on what extras, but with the overlay and everything, $20,000. But I have no cracks, no seams, no joints, and here we are 6 years later. I mean, this floor is already, it has become old. And it's still, honestly, so put me in the list of thumbs up. Depending on what you use, obviously, but I can put a link down in there. I'll try to get a link up and put, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure it's not cheap junk. They had a big machine, and well, we'll show you. But this is just a video showing what it looks like right now as of today. There you go. Okay, so now we are going to throw these pictures up here. Now, I think they're in order, and we don't have a lot of videos. Actually, I don't think we found any videos of them actually doing the work, but we have some pictures. So, let's start out with them right now. Okay, here they are. They sand, they grind, they start out with the raw concrete. They're just honestly grinding. They're grinding, and they did a water vapor test on the concrete. They did all kinds of crazy stuff. But now they're just cleaning and grinding. That's a 3-phase grinder right there. That thing is crazy. You'll see more of it here in a second. That concrete mixer, and when they put that epoxy in there, inside that mixer, there's all that sand and all the 2-part stuff. They would mix it in the concrete mixer, and man, that stuff's nasty. Right there, I don't remember what they're doing. But then once they grind the concrete, they put that primer down. So you put the primer down on the concrete, and it lets, what does it do? I think it lets the epoxy right there, it lets the overlay spread out. Otherwise it clumps up or something. Then there's Mike right there. He goes around and trials everything, trials the edges in, and then they power trial the rest.
So I mean, this was almost like a concrete job. You know, power trowel in the back. Right there you go. Okay, now once they do that, they do all of that, then they grind it again. So they spread the whole thing, trowel it out, make it look like finished concrete, and there you go. That's that big 3-phase grinder. And they just go and they actually grind the overlay also. I mean, they had 5-gallon buckets full of dirt, or of dust. Buckets and buckets of it. And right there, just plain and simple, I mean, he spreads it out with a trowel. And use those little funky shoes, and there's our bathroom right there. Of course, that's not how it looks because we threw flake on it. So those are just paint chips. They're pretty, and then you scrape the paint chips off, and then you put clear, what they call top coat, on top of it. This is not Rust-Oleum Home Depot brand. That stuff, I mean, if you can tell by the videos, hopefully you're a believer now. It's been years and years, and it, honestly, if we cleaned it all up, it would probably still look that good. I mean, maybe, barring the big scratches and bangs and bashes that we did, we're just gonna kind of, there you go, there's the office all done. So now here we are, guys. It's epoxy floor. I mean, you can put the other floor down. I've seen a lot of it, and you know, it peels up even if you do grinding or you do some of the stuff. If that overlay that they put on top of it makes all the difference in the world. Because there's no, I mean, you can put the epoxy in, you see it all the time. People will put epoxy floor down and the cracks show. The joints show. Everything shows. Now one would say, well, maybe you need those joints for expansion. I mean, I got 6-7 years right down here, and it looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. I'm very happy with it. So that is Epoxy Coating Specialists. Figured I would make this video up here and show how our experience has been with epoxy coating. And it hurt. I mean, it was a big deal to make it happen, but you know what? We're sitting here right now, and it was worth it. Have a good day, guys.